Hi, so today I'll be demonstrating how to do self-myofascial release for the bicep femoris, which is part of the hamstring muscle group located on the lateral or outside portion of the posterior thigh. So self-myofascial release is used to decrease muscle overactivity and improve tissue extensibility. This helps reduce neuromuscular tension by stimulating the Golgi tendon organ, which promotes overall autogenic inhibition. So with this technique, I will be using a foam roller. You will start by placing the foam roller, like I said, on that lateral, outside portion of the posterior thigh. You want to make sure you are not placing it right underneath your knee because you want to target that specific muscle, which in this case is the bicep femoris. So your hand placement will be right behind you so you can maintain stability. And then that opposite leg, you will bend that knee also to help with stabilization. So you want to make sure you have good posture while doing this motion, and you want to make sure it's a slow, steady motion so you can hit that tense area or that really sore spot in that muscle. So like I said, hands right above behind you, knees bent, and then your legs straight out. You want to make sure you're maintaining breathing and slowly rolling that foam roller across that muscle, that lateral outside portion of the posterior thigh. Once you start rolling and feel a really tense or sore area, you want to hold that position for 30 to 60 seconds. Once that time is up, you'll release that spot. And then you'll normally do this technique for 1 to 2 sets. And like I said, once you find that tender area, you'll hold it there for 30 to 60 seconds. So with any type of self-myofascial release technique, you want to make sure you're not going over any inflammation, any surgical areas, any places that have open wounds or anything. You want to be really cautious with those areas because you don't want to end up worsening the condition you have because you aren't cautious about those areas. And then with this technique specifically for the bicep femoris, you would do it as a warm-up or even during a corrective exercise portion of your program. And most of the time you find this whenever you're doing a overhead squat and you can identify that overactive muscle. That's when you know, hey, maybe I need to do this technique to help reduce that tension or that neuromuscular tension in that muscle. Thank you.